As India took its first intrepid steps into a newfound freedom in 1947, most industries were at their nascent stage, taking their own measured steps into new ways of operating. The Indian pharmaceutical industry was dominated by foreign companies and relied heavily on imports till 1955. This gradually changed, with important reforms being taken towards self-sufficiency through policy interventions. It was only in 1990 that we became a net exporter, a significant milestone in an arduous journey. Capitalizing on these transformations, Indian companies scaled up their facilities to comply with international regulations, and by leveraging their skilled workforce and cost-effective production, ensured that India emerged as a major pharmaceutical player in the global supply chain post-1991. Another significant milestone in the growth journey of Indian Pharma was the formation of Pharmaceuticals Export Promotion Council of India, Pharmexcil, by the Government of India under the Foreign Trade Policy in 2004, with an objective to promote the exports of pharmaceutical and allied products to the world. The establishment of Pharmexcil saw significant support from the erstwhile Chief Ministers of Andhra Pradesh, as well as expert guidance from the stalwarts of the Indian pharmaceutical industry, who served on the board of Pharmexcil over the last 2 decades. Pharmexcil plays a pivotal role in facilitating collaborations, fostering international partnerships through strategic initiatives, trade delegations, and participation in key international conferences and exhibitions. We empower Indian exporters to navigate complex global markets while supporting the international community in sourcing affordable, safe, efficacious, and quality medicines. Amongst many successful initiatives led by Indian companies, one sterling example is the massive cost reduction of HIV treatment in Africa, from $60 to just $1 a day, a feat enabled by Cipla. Also of note was India's role in the COVID-19 pandemic, who not only developed an indigenous vaccine, but shared the same with over 100 countries, making us a literal powerhouse of vaccines.
Trying to help out with COVID, and the majority of vaccines got made here in India. We have a lot.
Another marquee India has earned is being the pharmacy of the world by integrating the entire chain of production right from APIs to finished dosage forms that enables us to meet the global demand in part. Today, we are the 3rd largest pharmaceutical producer in the world by volume and 11th largest by value, with 10 Indian companies featured in the top 25 global generic companies. With our generic drugs lowering healthcare costs, the US healthcare system alone could save a staggering total of $1.67 trillion in a span of 10 years.
India can do more around the world to fight disease and develop new vaccines and help us end the moral outrage of even a single child dying from a preventable disease.
Our pharmaceutical exports have grown exponentially, from $3.9 billion in 2005 to $30.5 billion in 2025, with a CAGR of 11%, with exports to almost 200 countries. India has increased focus on research and innovation and is at the forefront of making many non-biologic complex generics. With these strides in advanced therapies in the areas of complex generics, biosimilars, and next-gen therapies, the market size is slated to reach $130 billion by 2030. With the stellar growth of the industry, it was the need of the hour to launch a collaborative platform to showcase all the capabilities, products and services under one roof for the global pharmaceutical universe. And in 2013, Pharmexcil did just that by launching International Exhibition of Pharma, IFEX. Till 2024, 10 successful editions of IFEX have hosted 5,500 plus foreign delegates from 150 plus countries that included importers, regulatory officials, public procurement agencies, and journalists, with over 4,400 plus Indian exhibitors showcasing their products and services to a massive footfall of over 1.5 lakh visitors. After all, we do believe that this inimitable journey with numerous notable benchmarks and successes are a result of the collective efforts of all stakeholders and an indicator of greater things to come. But what next? The promise of the greater future starts with a journey towards self-reliance, which is gaining strong momentum with the Indian government launching comprehensive schemes to boost domestic manufacturing. Dedicated schemes have been introduced to encourage large-scale production of key starting materials, active pharmaceutical ingredients, and high-value formulations. Schemes such as the Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana (PMBJP) ensures that quality medicines are available at affordable rates, and with over 10,000 kendras operational across India, access to essential medicines has improved significantly.
हम फार्मा ऑफ द वर्ल्ड माने जाते हैं। वैक्सीन में हम नए नए विक्रम स्थापित करते हैं, लेकिन क्या समय की मांग नहीं है? हम रिसर्च और डेवलपमेंट में और ताकत लगाएं, हमारे अपने पेटेंट हो, हमारी अपनी बनाई हुई मानव जात के कल्याण की सस्ते से सस्ती और सबसे कारगर नई नई दवाइयों की शोध हो, हर संकट में साइड इफेक्ट के बिना मानव जात के कल्याण में काम आए। बायो 3 पॉलिसी भारत सरकार ने बनाई है। मैं देश के नौजवानों को कहता हूं, आइए बायो 3 पॉलिसी का अध्ययन करके अब कदम उठाइए। देश का भाग्य बदलना है, आपका सहयोग चाहिए।
The government is also promoting pharma clusters and building centers of excellence, while the National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research is nurturing skilled talent to prepare for this future. And introducing policy reforms such as an R&D policy, new drug regulations with global standards are improving ease of doing business and accelerating growth. The rise of green chemistry and sustainable manufacturing, the industry is reducing waste and adopting eco-friendly production containing antimicrobial resistance. We are also strengthening international cooperation with active engagement in free trade agreements with the UAE, European Union, UK, Canada, Israel, and Australia to help the Indian pharma industry push for intellectual property recognition, zero duty access, and faster regulatory approvals. We also have agreements with the ASEAN nations to support the export of formulations and APIs across Southeast Asia, while Japan offers us a moderate market access with the CEPA signed with them. Together, these combined efforts are building a stronger, more resilient, innovation-driven pharmaceutical sector, rooted in Atmanirbhar Bharat, taking us from a generic-led approach to a future powered by advanced science. Indian companies are investing in research and development across complex generics, biosimilars, and novel drug delivery systems. India now ranks among the top 3 global producers of biosimilars. Companies like Biocon, Dr. Reddy's, and Zydus are launching biosimilars across international markets. The focus is also increasing towards new chemical entities, with increasing attention on areas like oncology, diabetes, and rare diseases. With numerous new startups, public-private partnerships, and venture-backed innovation powering original drug discovery, how we work is undergoing a transformation, with digital technologies now part of clinical trials, development, and distribution. With India emerging as a global hub for clinical research and drug development, along with the abundance of skilled talent, cutting-edge technology, and a strong policy support, Bharat at 2030 is projected to grow considerably to $130 to $150 billion. Exports too are expected to reach $65 to $70 billion, with a significant contribution of biosimilars. And as we look beyond, Bharat at 2047 will mark an even more historic milestone, replacing high-volume manufacturing to high-value innovation. Bharat at 2047 is India's promise to the world to lead with innovation and deliver with integrity. Safe, affordable, and high-quality medicines to every corner of the globe. The journey will continue, and India will lead all the way.